Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-September 2022 reading for the zodiac sign of Aries. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're just going to take a general look at what's happening through the remainder of September. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides, something to carry you through the end of the month. We're also going to do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month for you, and a healing note. But again, let's start off with column number 1 here, which is what's wrapping up and coming to a close. We have the card Absent. Absence is interesting, and honestly, this is like validation that it's okay to check out a little bit. You don't always have to be fully present. Sometimes you need time and space for yourself. So you could be feeling a little bit disconnected these last few weeks, but again, it's important to know that this is okay. But let's see what messages are coming through here. I feel like we get stronger in those moments of silence as well, or that kind of break. The first card that we have is Temperance. Temperance is a card of balance and harmony. It's a card of moderation as well. And it makes sense. I am sure that through this kind of step back, through this time to yourself, this of course leads to balance and harmony for us. It's almost like you needed to take that step back to get to this point of balance and harmony. So again, makes total sense that we're seeing that. Glad that you're feeling that way. The next card that we have is the Ace of Pentacles. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. In the case of Ace of Pentacles, this is new money, new raise, new job, promotion, investment, income, some sort of money news. So very exciting there as well. And at the bottom here, we have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a card of desire for long-term security. So this is your want for something. Let's clarify and see what other messages we can find here. So that Four of Pentacles is coming through again. Again, this is your desire for something. This is you wanting something that potentially you don't have right now. The nice thing is the step back with the Absence card and the balance and harmony that was gained. Sorry, I feel like this is crooked and I can't figure it out there. But anyways, the balance and harmony that was gained with the Temperance card is helping get you to this point. But again, the Four of Pentacles is this desire. This is what you want. The nice thing is, again, these things are moving you closer to that desire. The next card that we have is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a surprise gift. So this job could have come out of the blue. This money could have come out of the blue. It could have been promotion, raise again. But that fourth cup there coming in is that surprise gift. And at the bottom here, we have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, award, recognition, good news, success. Really positive, very beneficial card. And again, that's on top of that Four of Pentacles, that desire, that want for something. And whether you've reached it or you're on the way, this is an indicator with the Six of Wands of success for that. Again, either you are setting yourself up for success or you did reach or fulfill this desire in the last few weeks, which is really neat to see. Now we're going to take a look at our next column, which is just general what's coming for September. We have the Space card. It's interesting, you have the Absence card and the Space card with very similar meanings. However, with the Space card, this could be you or somebody else. But again, this is giving yourself the time and the space. So this could be you continuing to pull back a little bit, Aries, or perhaps the shoe is on the other foot where there's somebody else in your life that you need to provide the space to. But let's see what messages we have coming through here. What information we have going into the end of September. The first card we have is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very confident, very self-assured. It's like you know the answer already, Aries, so don't hesitate to say it. Really trust your gut here. Be very confident in who you are, the decisions you're making. But again, I'm like getting like the no second guessing. Like you know the answer, so don't question it. The next card that we have is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a very tired card. You can see this person is even laying down on the card. This is a card of needing to rest, retreat, renew, recover. I do think for most of you, this space is going to be you. Again, you could be giving space to somebody else, but I feel like you need a little bit more time to you, Aries. Maybe September is that month where you do just kind of pull back and take it all in. But again, this is the need to rest, renew, recover. So do keep that in mind. Give yourself that space. Give yourself that recovery time and energy. And at the bottom here, we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is supportive, tolerant, empathetic. This truly needs to be you to you. You need to be supporting yourself by getting yourself the rest you need. You need to be supporting yourself by being confident and being self-assured in the decisions you make. You need to be tolerant in the sense that you may need more space or more quiet time than you typically do, Aries. So make sure you're taking care of you. Let's clarify though and see what other messages I have for this column. Again, just a general look at what's coming through the end of September. The first clarifier we have is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords, anytime we have an ace card, is a card of newness. This is a card, though, of new ideas, new mental clarity. I do feel like by giving yourself this space, something new and something brilliant is coming. So that's going to be that wonderful new idea. But this could be also new for you to really be this confident and this self-assured and this supportive of yourself. It could be new for you to give yourself kind of the time and space like you have this month. The next card that we have is the Strength card. The Strength card is a card of self-love and unconditional love and self-respect. And it's like you can't love yourself if you are not giving yourself this rest and recovery. Or you're not respecting yourself if you're not giving yourself this rest and recovery. So this is really like a self-care month, or again, you doing for you, you taking care of you this month. So embrace that energy. Make sure you're getting that R&R in. Self-love, self-respect coming top priority there. At the bottom here, we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is very reliable, very patient, very hardworking. Interestingly enough, you can do all of these things we talked about and continue to be hardworking. And I know that sounds like kind of an odd message, but that's just what I'm getting. It's like you can do all of these things without taking away from how hard you typically work. I know, again, that seems counterintuitive, but that's the message. You can take care of yourself and continue to be reliable and continue to be hardworking. Also, if you're not doing these things, how can you work hard for somebody else when you're not working for yourself? How can you be reliable when you're not being reliable to yourself? So do keep that in mind. Now, Aries, we're going to take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. Think job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money here. The first card we have is the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles, people sometimes think this is a bad money card, and it can be, but more so than anything, this is coming through as like financial worry. I feel like some of you are worried about finances, worried about your next paycheck. Maybe you bought something and you're worried about the money that you spent. We're going to clarify this. I don't feel like this is financial doom. You're not going to end up homeless or anything of that sort. But again, this is more of the worry that's associated with the money. The next card that we have is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is new project, new creative idea, new something, which I like to see this. I feel like you do need to pick up something new. You do need to pursue something new. But this is like you taking new action. So if you are worried about money, there's something new that you can go after that's going to take you to where you want to go. Again, I just feel like I see you picking up something new and running with it. I should clarify. And whatever this new thing is going to lead to success. So we have the Six of Wands down here at the bottom. This is that card of victory, award, recognition, good news, success. You could be running with a new business idea, a new project at work, you name it. But the nice thing is it's going to be successful. So although some of you are worried right now, we have a really positive outcome here. And this new thing, like I said, is taking us to this success, to this positivity. So keep that in mind. The first clarifier we have is the Ace of Pentacles. Again, anytime we have an Ace card, it is a card of newness. We already talked with the Page of Wands, how there's definitely something new on the front. But the the Ace of Pentacles is new job, raise, promotion, investment, income. For whatever reason, you're worried about this money, but the money is going to be there when you need it, Aries. So don't sweat it too much. It does seem like there's new opportunity and new money coming for you. The next card that we have is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a card of speed, action, quick change, news coming in. This opportunity could come out of the blue. I think I said that earlier when we talked about this Ace of Cups, like that money coming out of the blue, coming out of nowhere. But it's going to come in quick, which is nice. Also keep an eye on like social media. Social media is associated with this Eight of Wands too. So there could be an opportunity, or you see a friend posting a job or something of that sort. But the Eight of Wands is associated to social media. So keep that in mind. And at the bottom here, we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a card of bully, theft, violence, some sort of toxic or abusive relationship. Again, those not so healthy relationships. And it's interesting. I feel like for some of you, you could be looking for a new job because of this, or somehow this not very good relationship, and this could be love interest, this could be career, has driven you to this point, but it's like without this, you would have never made it to this situation. And again, I'm not sure how that resonates or connects for you, Aries. That's just the message I'm getting, but it's like some sort of unhealthy relationship has now taken us to this new opportunity. And for that matter, again, this new successful opportunity. Now we're going to take a look at anything related to love. So think family, friends, relationships, children, whatever you associate with love. Let's see what messages we have here. The first card we have is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very intentional, very strategic. This is very long-term. And this is kind of going two things. I think some of you are in a very happy, healthy, long-term relationship. So I'm glad to see that. For others of you, Aries, this is like you're thinking about what do you really want long-term. Do you want to get married? Do you want to have kids? What type of relationship do you want to be in? This is almost like the planning stage for many of you. The next card that we have is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of teamwork, a card of expansion. The nice thing is I feel like for those of you that are in a relationship, this feels balanced. This feels positive. Again, it's long-term energy, but teamwork, I think, is a word that we don't appreciate enough in terms of love, but you have a partner and you're accomplishing things together. So teamwork is really important in terms of love. The Three of Wands is also a card of travel. So you could be traveling to see family or friends, or you could be going like on a vacation with your loved one. This is also a card of expansion. So for those of you hoping to grow your family, this is a good card, or hoping to enter into a new relationship. That could be that expansion into a new relationship. The next card that we have is the Six of Swords. I know the Six of Swords looks a little gloomy, but this is actually a card I really like. These people are facing away from us. Their heads are hanging down. All the swords are stuck into the boat. But keep in mind that the boat is heading in a forward, positive direction, which is really, really good to see. This is some sort of necessary transition that's happening for you. This also could be moving, relocating, or travel again. So some of you could have recently moved. Some of you could be relocating for love. You could be moving in together. But this is a good next steps for you in terms of moving or this travel that's planned. Now let's take a look. Oops, I guess you can have those two clarifiers there at the top. But let's clarify this love column and see what other messages are there, Aries. The two clarifiers we have are the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a really good love card. It is really a card of friendship, but it's a card of having that circle of support and being supported. It's on top of the King of Swords, and that's again that intentional card, that's that planning card or that long-term card. So we definitely want that support system long-term. That's one of the reasons why we go into a relationship. The Three of Cups can also be a success card. So again, I feel like for those of you in a relationship, this really is a nice, long, happy, healthy, long-term relationship. The other card that we have is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is an interesting one. Anytime I see this card like literally yells freedom to me. I like it. But this is freedom to think differently. I don't know that this is like relationship ending type freedom, but it's the freedom of having a really wonderful partner and having that person to work with. Or this could be like freedom of thought. Maybe, again, you're really well defining what a relationship you want it to be. This is also creative. Perhaps some of you are hoping to enter into a relationship and it hasn't happened. Be very creative in the way that you go about finding this relationship. The next card that we have is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is also very creative. Keep creativity in mind, whether you're single or in a relationship. That seems to be a big message this month for you. But again, the Page of Wands is some sort of new idea, some sort of new creative idea. This is on top of our Three of Wands, which is travel. Perhaps you need to even get creative about how you get away and spend time with somebody. It could be a road trip versus flying somewhere. It could be some sort of staycation. But again, be creative in all aspects of love this month. And at the bottom here, we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a very domestic card, so great in terms of wanting to be in a relationship, or again, a good indicator of the health of a current relationship. Great card if you want to get engaged or married. The Queen of Pentacles is also a card of fertility, so if you're hoping to grow your family, this is a good card for you. You do have the expansion card and now the fertility card there. Now, Aries, let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card Fortitude. Fortitude is all about like overcoming the little obstacles, and it's like not getting wrapped up in the little obstacles. So it's like, look at things as like small annoyances instead of letting anything derail your progress or derail your feelings. It's like just minimize things as they come up because they're really not that meaningful anyways. But let's see what messages we've got here. Look at that, all major arcana. So I know when I see this like this means it's a big, clear message for you. Starting at the top here, we have the Devil card. The Devil card's a card of greed, envy, materialism, obsession. Oftentimes, I feel like this is overthinking something. Do keep in mind, again, we were just talking about the Fortitude card. It's about like not overthinking. It's don't make mountains out of molehills. So again, try to minimize and downplay these little inconvenient things as they pop up or as things pop up that you don't want. Don't sink the energy into them is the message there with the Devil. And the next card that we have is the Lovers card. Obviously, this is a card that means love. It's a card of partnership, deep love, strength together. One thing to keep in mind though, anytime we have two of something on a card, it could indicate a decision as well. And if you look here, there's two, there's two, there's two. So definitely a decision that could be coming up for you this month. Be prepared, be ready for that. Definitely do not overthink it with the Devil card. And surely don't make a decision from the point of being greedy. At the bottom, we have the Chariot. Somebody once described the Chariot to me as the vroom vroom card. It means there's action, there's change, things are moving. The nice thing with the Chariot, it's about being on a journey, and we don't always know where we're going, but you can trust that the Chariot is taking you to the right place. The Chariot could also be a new vehicle for some of you. Make good financial decisions there. Don't go buy the most expensive car you can find if you're going to get a new car. But let's clarify out this last column here and see what other messages we've got here. The Seven of Cups comes up first. This is a card of having lots going on. If you take a look here, there's something different in each cup. This is having many different choices. It could potentially be commitment issues, but I feel like, again, there are so many thoughts that could pop up. Make sure you're not giving attention to any one of these or overthinking any of these. And it could be kind of like rapid fire. I feel like it's going to be a busy month anytime I see this Seven of Cups. So don't get hung up on any one thing because a lot's going to be happening. The next card that we have is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is, again, that card of needing to rest, retreat, renew. I think, again, for many of you, you need to make the proactive decision to take care of yourself. We talked about that a lot in this second column. For those of you seeking love, though, too, and feeling like you're not finding it, if you're in this position where you need to rest, retreat, renew, recover, you can attract love in this position, so do keep that in mind. For those of you seeking love, it's really important to get this Four of Swords type energy corrected. At the bottom here, we have the Wheel of Fortune. For those of you who've watched my readings before, you know the Wheel of Fortune is one of my favorite cards in the entire deck. It's good luck, it's good fortune, it's a turning point. There's no doubt that things are shifting, they're turning, they're changing between the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot. So things are moving forward. So again, don't get caught up on the little things and really, really truthfully make sure you're getting that rest and recovery in. Now, Aries, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch Fortune Telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But for question number 1, we have the 9 of Hearts. This is number 16 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the Jack of Clubs. This is number 45 card. That's also a yes. And question number 3 is the Ace of Clubs. This is number 31 card. That's going to be a no. So yes, yes, no for you, Aries. If you watched your video earlier this month, we did pull a crystal from our Healing Notes deck. It's a crystal to support you through the month of September. Your crystal this month is fluorite, which is good for order and structure. It helps you know when to say no. It gives you clarity of thought and gives you a healthy ego, one of those good things to always have. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your Healing Note says, healing may not be so much about getting better as it is about letting go of all expectations, the beliefs, and becoming who you really are. Thank you so much, Aries, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, if you feel inclined, I'd include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Aries, and I hope you have a wonderful September.